Kris Skavish, and I'm the co-CEO of Two Octobers. We're a digital marketing agency, and we help marketers understand marketing analytics so they can deliver better performance marketing. Today, we're going to talk about search and AI, where users and Google are going. We're going to start by talking about how consumer behavior is evolving, how consumers are using large language models like ChatGPT, and how Google is responding and where they're going with AI. And lastly, we'll talk about how marketers can adapt in ways that are durable and lasting for the future. Let's start by talking about how consumers find things on the web. For a long time, what they've done is start their journey on a search engine, ask a question inside the search engine, get those results, and link off to another website to get more information. That's not the full picture, though, because of course, while a lot of people use Google to do that searching, they actually use other search engines as well. They'll use Yelp to look for restaurants and make reservations. They'll go to Capterra to look at reviews on B2B software. So, how people are searching for information has always been a little bit more complex than it seems. The other factor we've been watching over the past 5 years is, in fact, Google is answering some of the questions people have right on its search results page. And as a result, they're sending less traffic off to other websites. We expect that trend to continue as users use ChatGPT and generative AI tools to ask questions and get answers. Those answers are going to happen right inside that interface and not be sending traffic off to our websites. What do we know about search? So, when consumers ask questions, what kind of questions do they have? What we know is about 55% of the time, they're looking for information. They're looking for short answers that Google might answer right on the screen, or longer answers, maybe how-to articles that they might go off to a website to get answered. About 14% of the time, they're entering commercially oriented keywords. They are researching products and want answers. About 30% of the time, their search is simply navigational. They want to find a place to go, and they're hoping Google will help them find it. And lastly, some searches are transactional. People are intending to purchase. What large language models, AI tools do is expand what people are doing in this search like box. It's going beyond looking for information and navigating into actually creating. Help me brainstorm, help me create some content, converse with me. And those AI tools are starting to go in the direction of acting. So analyze this content for me, write some code for me, let me buy something directly in that AI interface. There's so much talk about AI and how consumers are using AI. Let's not forget where we are right now. Traditional search visits are 20 times as many as AI tools in the US. So there's still so many people using search for that core behavior on the internet. Certainly, that's going to change. Google's AI mode was announced earlier this year and is rolling out in June 2025. And I really think that a lot more consumers are going to get used to using AI through Google. So, what they're doing with AI is really worth watching. AI mode is an expansion of AI overviews, which have been showing up in search for about 6 months. You can access AI mode by expanding on an AI overview or clicking over to the AI mode type of search results. What Google's told us they're doing in the back end is really interesting. So they're taking each user query and turning it into a set of fan out queries. So they're actually doing multiple query searches on the back end in order to gather up information and then construct it into an AI generated result that has a lot of different types of content coming back. They've got text content, they've got images, they've got business listings, they've got maps coming back in this really long and rich result. Those fan out queries are really interesting because I think Google has been using all of the knowledge it's gained over the years about what do people search for first when they are on a particular topic? What are their follow-up questions? What do they ask after that? And really combining all of that into a single answer experience. Google has also said that they're eager to have AI mode do agentic experiences, which means that the AI mode is actually acting on your behalf. They've talked about integrating restaurant reservations and ticket purchasing right in AI mode so users can just converse and make those transactions. Ads are coming to AI mode. They are rolling out this month. I expect that they will be experimenting a lot with where and how those ads are showing up right inside that AI mode content. They have to do something for advertisers, and they have to not upset consumers who are going through that experience. So it'll be a delicate balance. So, in this world where consumers are not just searching and finding answers, but they're co creating with large language models and expecting them to act, that's a lot of change for marketers to take on board. We have some advice that's designed to help you think about how to adjust your marketing so that your business and products and services can continue to appear when consumers are looking for what you have to offer. The first thing that marketers can do is think about adjusting our KPIs. We're no longer going to be getting as much traffic as we used to get from search because AI tools are going to be answering these questions comprehensively within the tool. So, AI traffic to the website is not the best measure of success. Measuring AI mentions in tools is in its infancy, and I hope that gets better. I hope that's a way we can get some visibility into how effective our marketing efforts are and getting in front of those consumers there. But in the meantime, we're going to need to adjust what our KPIs look like. Another way we can adjust is by building content that is very specific to buyer personas and their buying journey. I love this story from Nicole Leffer about the different ways that people are searching inside of ChatGPT and other tools. The goal here is not to replicate SEO. In SEO, we might have wanted to show up for the keyword best document management software. But in ChatGPT, people aren't searching for the best document management software. Instead, they're explaining their full situation, the pains they're trying to solve for, what their specific needs, wants, desires, things they don't want to include. They're writing all of that into their prompt, and the AI is giving them back an answer that is specific to them and their needs. When you know your ideal customer profile very well, and answer questions they have along the buying process, you'll be more likely to appear as mentions in the results for your specific buyers that you're targeting. Another recommendation we have is to think in terms of chunkable content. Make your content really nutrient rich and dense. Focus your attention on writing standout passages and phrases in your content that answers specific questions. This is related to how these AI tools are extracting content from pages and how they want to reuse it, either in quoting a citation or leveraging it in their answers about your business and your products. Brand and reputation matter a lot for being mentioned in AI results. We're seeing this rank really highly in a lot of recent research in how AI tools are coming back with specific businesses and mentions of content. The branded mentions you have across multiple publishers and types of content, the overall branded search volume you have, and branded traffic, and some of our traditional SEO metrics like domain reputation and the number of backlinks all point to an investment in well-rounded marketing is continued to be valuable for showing up in these tools. And lastly, technical considerations still matter. These AI tools need to be able to read your information. It needs to be crawlable. We think that structured data is going to be really helpful for these tools to be able to interpret your information well. So, using things like schema and also doing markup and optimization of video and images, because the tools are getting better at incorporating information from video and images as part of their knowledge about you and your products and businesses. Thanks for listening today as we talked through some of the recent implications in search and AI. Thanks for joining us.